Hi everyone. I know some of you are asking for directions or instructions how to do the cat ears in the Check Meowt pattern. And so I'm going to talk a little bit. So here's the Check Meowt pattern. I'm going to talk a little bit about the placement of some of these important places on your cylinder to do the cat. You can modify this for the other patterns. So this is going to work for both for the 64 cylinder and the 72 cylinder. I don't know if you can see very well. So here's I don't want to show the picture, the exact picture of the duplicate stitches for the cat, but I want to talk just a little bit about how the ear should be placed. So here's a example of how the cat's face looks like. You have the eyes and the nose and the whiskers, and it's an odd number of stitches. There's 33. There's the whole duplicate panel for the face is 33 stitches. So there's a one stitch, there's an odd number, so that's the one in the middle. So the eyes on the side, this is the middle of the pattern. So in order to do the ears, you need to find where you want to put the ears inside the cylinder. So I decided to put them a little bit further, right after the eyes. And of course, you can play around with this if you want the ears to be closer or further away. But I just want to put it right after the eyes. So the numbers that we need to know is how many stitches in the middle, how many stitches for the ears. In this case, it's 7. So let's give this a fixed number so that we could figure out the rest of the side and the middle stitches. So let's put this at 7. So if you're doing a half 64 cylinder, let me move this a little closer. Let me see. Half of 64 is 32, and then each of the ears, 7 stitches. It will point to just one stitches at the very top and 7 stitches in the bottom. So that's 14 for both ears, and then you have 18 remaining stitches, and then you're going to decide how many stitches are in the middle. In this case, after accounting the nose and after the eyes, I left it at 14 stitches in the middle. And then what I get left are 2 stitches on each side. So in this case, for 62, the side stitches would be 2 here and 2 here. For 72 stitches, and half of that for the face is 36, minus 14 for the 2 ears, you got 22 half. And then you want to place, because of the 72 stitches a little bit further, just to space out the ears. The middle would be 16, and then you're left with 6 side stitches with 3 on the side. So mark these. If you have a 64 cylinder, I'm going to do an example. The middle is going to be 14. This is going to be 7, and the side is 2 and 2 over here. So after this, let's go to the machine. Okay, so let's get started. So the camera is right in front of the machine. I'm off to the side so you can see a little bit better. This is the front. This is the back of the machine. This is the front, and these are the sides. So I already put on some waste yarn. We're gonna knit. We're gonna make a hung hem, but a little special because of the cat ears. So let's get it started. I'm gonna knit 20 rows, and then I'm gonna knit the ears, and then I'm going to knit another 20 rows, and then we're going to hang the hem. So the working yarn is the white yarn, and the waste yarn is this black blue here. So first I'm going to knit 20 rows. Okay. Let's put my I think it's 20. It's 20. Okay, so let's think about the numbers that we had. We wrote down for the 64 cylinder. I hope you can see. We're going to divide the cylinder into half. So the front half we don't work. The back half is where we knit the ears. And then we have 7 stitches on each side for the ears, 14 stitches in the middle, and 4 on the side. So this is the half marker. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is we're going to, anytime that we don't knit something, we erase the stitches. So let's count. So we have 2 stitches on the side and 7 stitches in the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So a total of 9. Just starting from the half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. So after the 9, we lift. Okay, we're just going to lift. Okay, and so we're going to crank to here, and then we're going to lift the rest. We'll lift the rest of the stitches plus the 2 side stitches, and we're going to knit these 7 for the ears. Okay. So when you do heels and toes, you race and then you lower. So we're going to race 1, we're going to knit, race 2, we're going to knit, we're down to 5. So the trick is to hold these 7 stitches down either with your hand or a heel fork. So we'll use this heel fork later. So I'm going to knit these 3. Just use your finger to push it down. Okay, this is really tricky. Did it knit? Yeah. Okay, so now you got only 1. So now we're going to knit back. We're going to push it down and wrap in the back. And I'm going to put my heel fork in here so that it makes it easier to hold the weight down. Okay, so we're going to knit 2, and knit 3, just really there, and then just push that down. So in the last pass, we're going to push this down, so total of 7 stitches. So we just finished one ear. Okay, and then now let's think about the next ear. We're going to have 14 stitches in the middle. I'm going to erase these. I'm going to erase. Okay, so let's count. That's 14. Okay, 14, and then we're also going to lower the 7 that we're going to do the ears. So if you can see, there's 2 more, the side stitches. This is the half, so then those are the 2 sides. When I'm going to make sure everything is, oh, the latches are open. We're going to knit all the way to here. Yeah. Okay, and now we're going to erase everything except the 7 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're going to start making the second ears as a set of ears. So it's same thing. Lift. I haven't done this for a while, so I still kind of, and let me see where's, and it's kind of hard because the camera is right in front of me, but I'm going to try to see if I could push this down. Wait, what's going on here? Oh, I have a stitch here. Okay, let's continue. I found the other heel fork. It makes things a little easier. So let's put this in here. Okay, and now we're going to knit back. I'm going to hold this down. Okay, and now we're going to push this down, wrap. I guess if you don't wrap, that's fine, but I'm so used with wrapping. So I'm going to push this down. I'm going to knit these 2. Oh, I don't think that knitted. Just give that a little pull over. Yep. Now I'm going to push this other stitch down, trying to pull this other one down. Let's see if I could move it a little closer. Okay. We're down to 5 now, and we're going to need to go back to 7, 6, this latch, and then 7. This is the last row. We made both ears, and now we're going to push all the needles down to knit the remaining half of the hung hem. Just make sure everything's open. Close it down. And then we're going to knit 20. Hold these 2 down. 1, 2, And then we are going to remove everything. We're going to hang the hem. And of course, everybody here probably know how to hang hem, so I'm not going to go into that detail. I will hang the hem and then take off the work, and then you can see what the ears look like. Okay. I'm going to pause. Okay, I just hung the hem and put the weight back on. So I'm just going to crank off the work, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. I'm just going to crank all of the yarn in the comb. If you want to put in a ribbing, like the one that I have, oops, here, as you can see, then you can put the ribber right after you hang the hem. Oops, have weights inside this thing. There you go. Okay, almost done. Let's see what it looks like. So here is the hung hem with the 2 ears, and then from there you can make the duplicate stitches for the face of the kitty. Okay, hope you have fun.